Okay, G. Let's start yoga. So this is, I guess, the first yoga session for the first day of 2023. Okay, it fits in nicely. So it's New Year's Day today. What else? What better thing than to do something to help yourself? Okay, so welcome all. We'll start the yoga session. Start first with some exercises, asanas, followed by breathing exercises, and then meditation. Okay. So sit straight, breathe in deeply, and we say Om 3 times. Om's the primordial sound. So deep breath as it right goes to the belly button when you are saying Om. Push it out from the low level chest and right to the top here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now that you are focused, your brain waves, it's calm down anyway. After sleeping whole night, you are in a state of like still not fully awake, which is okay. Now let's do breathing exercise, do some asanas or rhythmic, soft warm-up exercises, starting with the first one. Let's do what's called Chakrasana. So hands together, move your body clockwise. So minimum 3 times, maximum no limit, depending on the time you have. So people can over time can go up doing up to 21 times. Alright, so clockwise, then anti-clockwise. Chakrasana, okay. Paschimottanasana, so lifting your hand above your neck and try and touch the toes. Lift your hands. Nice, rhythmic, mindful. The entire purpose of doing something like this is, apart from exercising, which is very important, is trying to become focused. Okay. So two things. One is whatever you do, try and be rhythmic about it. Two, be mindful. So don't let your mind keep running around. Okay. So now exercises for ankles. So support your back with your hands in this manner. Then push your ankles clockwise here. This then anti-clockwise. See, Max has joined the yoga session. Maya has joined the yoga session. But how many? Very few people otherwise have joined, because today is New Year's. Last night was partying. Yes, discipline in life is very important. Yeah, whatever and everything should be done, because life is given for living, for enjoyment. That is the part of the process. Okay. Now bring your right leg, right ankle onto your left knee. Push your right knee to the ground. Okay. So these are more specific exercises for your chakra energy systems. These are the subtle neural connections that are deeper plane than the physical body. And as you know, we our just give me a second. I just let the dog out. Yeah. Okay, you wanna go out here? All right. Good cat, good cat. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, so it's important to be disciplined as well, yeah, in your life about your things that you do. Everything should be of part and parcel of you, what you do, including your health, yeah. If there is health, everything is in life. If the health is not there, you can't do anything actually. It's difficult. So always look after your health. Do things first to look after your physical body, then look after your mental body as well. There's a mental part, which is actually most people don't know, but 90% of your body is run by your mental aspect or the subconscious. Okay. And then there is a third plane of living, which is the energy, the whole electromagnetic frequency, the vibrations through which the universe lives, our body survives by that as well. But the first thing is your physical body itself. You need to be able to, that's why we do asanas first, yeah? So physical exercises, and try and share. The importance is rhythmic exercises and mindfulness while you're doing. Then what you attain is far greater than just doing a normal walk. You see, if you can do a normal walk, it's very good, it's very helpful. But if your mind is running around and worrying and doing all the same things while you are walking, you are disturbing the exercise that you are doing itself. So this is an active process, asanas, in which we remind you all throughout to become mindful, to be with yourself as you are doing these exercises. Okay, so we did Titli Asana, Butterfly Asana, which is for the next energy system, which is called the Muladhara Swadhisthana. Yeah? So the lowest level primal living is based on fear, factor, survival instinct. Then the next part is the enjoyment of life comes through sensual senses that we have. And that needs to be controlled, because if that is not controlled as well, then you end up actually becoming overindulging in everything, and then that breaks down the body system as well. So the third one is now what we are doing is called Manipur or solar plexus. Here, if you look after the first two, that energy reserve is moved towards your daily material success. Okay, so Manipura, solar plexus. So the energy at this level, then your daily activity in whatever work you do, whatever you do, you have increased amount of focus. So you see this movement, you are pressing around your belly button. So these exercises are helpful, but we'll do breathing exercises later on, which are specifically targeted for these things, for Manipur. Then after that, if you come up, so here now you're pressing onto the heart area, chest area. It's very logical. If you are out of your survival mode, if you know how much indulgence really to be through your sensual apparatus or organs of your body. And if materially you have a house, you have a ghar, you have some food, you have some clothes for yourself, then only you can think of others. Okay? So heart chakra, it's called heart. Yeah, so you're coming up here. The heart, compassion, empathy, charity, all these things only you can do if you have the other levels sorted out. And so forth. It goes to Vishuddhi, or how you talk, express, what do you bring out your throat, and that goes up to your top of your head, Sahasraya. We'll go through them later on. Right? So exercises for your hands. So like ankle, now do for wrist. Push and pull 3 times each side. Then fists together, rotate. Okay, so clockwise, then anti-clockwise, then hands both ways. Okay, right now we'll lie down and start with our exercises for your tummy. All right, your chest, the abdominal area. Lie down. All right, lift your leg 45 degrees. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch the floor. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch the floor. Back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, now lift your leg and open up, make a circle. So go outwards, like in, out and then in and out. Relax, hold your thighs, move your knees up and down. You can do your ankles together. So exercise the ankles as well. That move them in and out. Support them with your hands. Both sides, up, down, in and out and in. All right. Bring your legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do halasana. Try and move your legs right above your head. And if you can, touch the ground, the floor, do it. If you can't, just do whatever you can. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more time. And one more time. Yeah. Now, pull your knee towards yourself for one Muktasana. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Change side. Pull. 1, 2, 3. Both knees together. Pull them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now holding your knees, lift yourself up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Then push your body to the right side, to the left, to the right, to the left. This indirectly you're massaging your back, exercising your sides of your tummy. 3 times. And now pull yourself up. Patrishasana. Lift up. 1, 2, 3. Hands over your shoulders and push yourself up. Chakrasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Support your neck. ankles, knees together, Chakrasana. Sorry. Move right to left, then again to right. Makarasana, right side, left side, very good for your pelvic area, for your tummy in the front sides of your tummy, back. Just try doing it's very helpful. It relieves all the tension and stress and helps the spasm, anything on the back. Okay, do it gradually, slowly. Right side, left side, right side, left side. Now put your knees, left ankle on your right knee, and you push your right knee towards the left side or right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside, right ankle on your left knee. Press your right knee with your left hand as far as you can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now variation of it. Hold the toes of the left leg and push them as far on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do Navasana, Bhutasana. Come up. Balance yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And nice and good. Okay, now sit down, have a bit of a rest. And in the rest position, we do Gomukhasana. Okay, you're sitting on the right ankle, right, your left leg is above your right knee. Push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up. Push your hands above your neck, left neck, a left hand. Try and hold the fingers on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Stand right ankle over right knee. So right ankle over left knee. Your left elbow is behind your left knee. Try and push yourself backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this time the right hand goes over your right side of your neck. Pull it and hold the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then touch the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sit down. The variation of this, you can just push yourself like this, squeeze your tummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then sit. Now, while you're sitting, press the soles of your feet. Okay, start with the little toe, then the second one and middle one. This big toe, okay? So all of them, press them with your fingers, or you can clap this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like press, press, press. It's for grounding, physical grounding of your electrical nature of this body itself. Plus, when you press on the pressure points, they have direct link to the neurons, to the cortex of your brain. Okay, there's no harm, there's no side effect. The basic positivity that you get is massage anyway. If you don't understand about everything deeper, that's okay. But if you do it, you know, it's massaged, you feel good, the blood circulation increases, it makes you feel warmer. They're all quite obvious. but there are much more deeper meanings to it. It's like grounding of you, balancing the electrical nature of this body, and it stimulates different centers in your brain. Okay, now press the artery, radial artery here, between the bone and the tendon. There's a space, and just press clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so balancing Jatharagni, the energy driving part of us, acid-base balance. So you have your hand like a scissor in the cubital fossa. Your thumb hits the top of this what's called acromion, small bone here on the shoulder. Okay, clavicle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, come, man, come, 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 come. So sit down. So we're doing the hands. Okay. Right. Now, so what was left was we do press now. So use these muscles of your fingers to tap on it's called tapping, similar to the sole and the palm of your hand. So do this thing. 99% of your accumulation of stress is around your head. Okay, these muscles around your bone of your head, around your eyebrows, around your cheek, around your chin. So slowly just tap. So tap around here. There's a big neurovascular bundle that follows the heart vessels come over here. Press on the sides, on here, back of your neck, sides of your head. Just try doing yourself. You'll feel relaxed after it takes away tension. And there are pressure points on the top, like the temporal area, the top of your eyeballs, around here. If you are too unwell or too stressed, you're not focusing, you're too anxious, you can do this. If you have lack of energy, tapping around here, it's very helpful. Now, balancing your breath, nostril opening is very important, okay? As we talk about them, we've talked about before. So left side's associated with the positioning of moon, right side with the sun. So they need to be open and balanced. Make a fist, put under the right armpit, breathe in through the right nostril and breathe out to the left. Now do the opposite. Right fist under left armpit, breathe in to the left and out to the right. Okay, good. Now we lie down on our tummy this time, and then we try and do exercises. Starting first with you can do either plank. For the time I do the push-ups, or you can join me with the push-ups. Let's do 100 times, okay? New Year's resolution, okay? 100 push-ups, is it okay? You can start with 5, then 10, then 20, like that. Keep going. All right, let's start. Lie down flat. Extend your hands above your neck. Push your legs downward to 1, 2, Bring your hands together. Rest your chin on your thumbs and bring your ankles, okay? Towards yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now push yourself up and look at the right ankle on the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Snake pose, Sarabhasana. Hold your hands together, your legs together, and move yourself to the right, then to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. One more time, right and left. Hands by the side. Lift your legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch the floor. Or in my case, I'm touching Mr. Frosty. Then lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, down, down. And again, go right. Push far up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Go down, relax, breathe in through your nostrils, out through your mouth. Now hold your ankles, pull them towards you. Okay, pull and lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now push yourself up and down with breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move to the right side, left. Right side, left side, right side, left side. Yeah. Now lift your left leg and try and bring to the right side as much as you can. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Support your right knee with your left ankle and lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now balance yourself on one knee. Okay, so extend your left knee while you are on the right knee. Right hand parallel to the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now push your right leg inside. Extend your left leg and your right hand or arm. Try and touch your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside, do the same with left leg in this time. Right leg is extended and the left hand. Try and touch the left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now get on your foot like a wood. Okay. Breathe in, out. Move your tummy clockwise. Breathe in, out. From left side. Breathe in, out. Move your tummy. Breathe in, out to the left. Well, breathe in, out. Breathe in, out. Balakasana. Extend your hands. Touch the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay in this position. Let's do Bandukasana. Press. This is Vajrasana position. Sit, fingers together around your belly button. Try and go down as you breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press further. Your right fingers, right fist with your left hand. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The same on the right, left side. Left fingers together, right hand on them. Increase the pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now along your thigh, at the level of your belly button on the side, put your fingers palms together and do the same. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, Sthirasana. So lift yourself up on your knees. Try and go far as far possible. Okay. Push yourself. Balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next variation of it. Sit on the ankle. Hands on the back. Support you. Go far back as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and breathe out. This time we go all the way down. Yeah. Go down, down, all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now sit in the Vajrasana. Now we do exercises for our eyes. Extend your hands, open your chest, breathe out nicely in. Neck straight. Move your eyeball towards the right. Yeah, fingers are your attention. I like that. So move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go diagonal. Right hand up. You get your fingers on the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now on the left side, downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go the opposite way, left hand up. Fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look on your thighs. Look as far as possible and then quickly at the tip of your nose, far away. Then tip of your nose, far away. Tip of your nose. Go clockwise. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Now go anti-clockwise. 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3. Okay. Now move your neck clockwise slowly. 1, 2, 3. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3. Now further press the right cheek. Push towards the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push your chin downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forehead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back of your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now shoulders in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. and 5. Okay, so very good. Done most of the exercises, yeah? Very focused, mindful, rhythmic with your attention. That's all you require. Don't require too excessive exercises either. Just gradual, smooth. Now, see if you can lift yourself and balance. All right. On the sides. The tummy. Okay. Now lie down and lift yourselves up without the help of your hand here. Okay, so lie down. Flat and lift without using your hands. Try and use the muscles of your chest, side, and back and front here. So lift yourself, right? Just come up like this, right? Don't use your hand. Now let's do stand up exercising. All right. Okay. All right. So standing up, open your chest, breathe in and out. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Okay. Just try and jump. A bit of aerobics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. See if you can push yourself down and up in one motion. Go down. Up. Lift yourself. Okay, Anjali Asana. So hands in the air. Come down. Hold it. Come up. Now, hold your ears. And let's do it 3 times. Very good for your neuronal connection, yeah, cognition function. Down, up, down, up. One more time. Malasana, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Exercise for your knee. Okay. So go clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Now for the pelvic area, go clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's do some specific asanas, starting with Vrikshasana. So 3 pose, yeah. So go. Straighten yourself as much as you can. On your toes, stand straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, come. Do it on one leg now. Focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now push yourself. Look to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your right hand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if you can balance yourself on one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push yourself down. Straighten yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change side. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then lift your right leg this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And push yourself. Straighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. Breathe in. Now let's do Chandra Namaskar. Okay. So for this, start with Trikona. Touch your right ankle. Look at the fingers on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both hands together. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 5. Now sit on the right ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inside. Trikona. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put hands together. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift yourself up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time sit on your left ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up. Push yourself downwards. Lift. Really good. Okay, so we are left with now Surya Namaskar. Okay, so if you can't do any of these asanas that we did in 30-40 minutes now, try and do Surya Namaskar. Okay, it will cover most of the asanas and things in it. You don't have time and things, so Surya Namaskar is expression of gratitude, basically. Very powerful emotional energy within the body. Okay, so learn to do that. Express gratitude either to the sun, to the planet, to the atmosphere, whatever makes you survive and live. Okay, we're very conscious about climate change these days. Express gratitude to what there is already and try and look after it. That's what it is. So put yourself together. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Touch your toes. Push your right leg back. Straighten yourself. Get into plank position. Go down. Touch the floor with your chin, chest, and the toes only. Ashtanga. Lift yourself. Bhujangasana. Then mountain pose. Parvatasana. Right leg up. Left. Then push your left leg in and straighten yourself. Both legs together. Come up. Breathe out. Go to the position. Now we do that same thing from the left side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. This time left leg straightens first. Straighten your body. Right position. Asthanasana. Bhujang Parvat. Left leg followed by the right side. Push it in. Straighten yourself. Legs together. And we've done one cycle. Let's do 2 more. Okay. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Right leg straightens, both legs together. Asthana Bhujang Parvatasana. Right leg left. Pull in, both legs. Pull up. Left from the left side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Left leg straightens. Plank position. Asthana Bhujang Parvat. Left followed by right. Straighten yourself. Together up. Now the third cycle from the right side. Breathe in, out, breathe in and out. Right side, both legs together. Ashtanga-asana, Bhujang, Parvatasana, right side, left, left in, together, out. And the left, third from the left side. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's say it's only 3 cycles. Imagine doing 21 times. With full sweating. In 3 start we start sweating. Yeah, it's very good, very rhythmic, and being mindful is very helpful to the body. Okay. Alright, so we're coming towards the end of the asana exercises. So a few things left. First one, try and if you can lift yourself on your hands. Oh, this. Then if you can't do headstand, you can do it's called Sarvangasana or shoulder stand. The purpose being having your body just for a while upside down so that the blood flows easily against the with the gravity is for the leg and towards the head. Okay. Hold it. Right. Okay, so asanas are done, all right. Now the last asana is called Shavasana or the corpse position. Basically, you lie down like a dead person. A corpse. Okay. All right, so lie down flat. Okay, so Sarvangasana. No, Sarvanga shoulder stand. This is lying down, will do. Now, Yoga Nidra is part of relaxation, okay? So lying flat, hands by side, separated from your body by about 3-4 centimeters, legs same way. Your neck is straight, but eyes are closed, but your third eye is open. It's looking at everything that I'm expressing. So at a physical level, your mind functions through the left side of your brain. Your perception is from what you hear. So what I'm saying is your perception, what you see, what you feel, what you touch. And those perception powers, you have to understand, we utilize only about 5 to 10% at most. And then we express or transmit our action plan through talking, moving hands, reproductive, excretory functions. Okay, so that's how it works at a conscious level. But at a subconscious level, which is like while you're sleeping, 7 to 8 hours, you need to sleep. The body is still active. There's lots of things happening. And what yoga does, it brings that part of you, the subconscious part. What happens in sleep, you watch dream and things. Sometimes you wake up in the middle so you can remember. Other times, it's always happening. What is healing? So Yoga Nidra, part of yoga, brings out this subconscious activities that you at a conscious level, so that you can do the same things. What happens without you being completely aware of them. This part happens from the right side of your brain. And at that level of perception, it is from visualization. And what you express is by manifestation. So you imagine things, you create things, which is happening. So it's more intuition. It's a different formula. It's an energy based. It's not a physical. Left-sided brain, your perception, what you see, minimal. And unfortunately, that's what we know and what we are stuck in. But sleep is a way to remind ourselves that you're really not completely. If you were not aware or things were not happening, you will be dead. But everything functions in the body. It's only you are not aware. So awareness of you while you are awake brings in the deep power of this body, intuition, the perception, the right side of the brain being involved. It's like your router to the best of the computer that you have. If that router doesn't link it to the web, wild world www dot thing, it's no use. So that's what's happened in human beings. We have lots of dot points from school systems, from TV, from everywhere we get. But the joining together of those dot points is missing because you're not going over the bridge, which is your corpus callosum in the brain, left to the right side. And then the right side, once the perception and manifestations part of expression through electromagnetic frequencies, that's what happens at that level of, it's a subjective level of bodily functions as opposed to the objective. And that is, yoga helps you bring that. Okay, so that is why it's very powerful. This is very deep Hindu teaching from centuries and thousands, literally, probably 100,000 years ago. It was only transmitted by Smriti talking, but when the book started being writing in the Vedas, when they were written, these are chapters in them, and Rishi Patanjali then created a whole treatise, the whole darshan about this thing in one book. So Rishi meaning research, Hindu scientists, that they understood that as we lose our intellect to remember things, books will be required. So they wrote it as well. But prior to that, it was just verbal. Okay, so let's go through that process. Okay, how you express your subconscious. So listen to me with your third eye, keep moving as whatever I suggest. So breathe in through your nostril. Deep breath. Follow the breath through your nostrils, through the windpipe. Which your third eye, the lung. It is somewhere around 800,000 alveoli spaces where the air goes into the lungs, and specifically oxygen binds to what's called hemoglobin, which is carried in the red blood cell to your heart. Heart has a machine which pumps the blood, and it goes to head to toe within microseconds, 50 trillion cells. So you are not alone. You have trillions of cells, basically, and there are trillions of microorganisms inside you as well. So you are not alone. All this belief that I am what you are is part and parcel of a bigger process that happens physically in this body. So breathe again. Now watch this time where the AI is coming from. And that AI is just old, like 4.5 billion years, maybe a bit less than that. Sun's about 5 billion, Earth's 4.5, human beings about 1.92 billion in this cycle of living. But the cycle never ends. But we don't have to worry, it's there, you breathe in. So you don't worry about other tiny things. When you breath, you don't worry about. Why do you worry about the entire world and every other things? That is one thing that makes you live. But we don't worry about it. So the lesson is believe. As the Creator made you, you will, if you follow the principles of proper living, everything else will come. That's why you are born. You're born to experience. The pain and other things that you get, unfortunately, because of sometimes habit or not habits or not of your fault either, they're part and parcel of life's experience. We do to the best of our ability to get over, but take it in a positive way, because everything is in here. That happens is for a reason. So breathe again. Observe that breath. Now take it to your belly button, and now this time concentrate as you exhale or take your breath out. In the process, watch yourself from the toes to the head as the blood returns from the lungs, from the heart to the heart, from the toes, from the brain to the heart, and the heart brings it back to the lungs, and lung pushes now reverse cycle. So your carbon dioxide and other poisonous gases are taken out through your breath. So huge amount of function happens without you being aware. Your part is very minimal, 5%. Learn how to breathe deeply. And that, if you can do, 95% else is done by your body anyway. Just do your part a little bit. Learn to breathe deep breath using your diaphragm and abdominal muscle. And see the difference in amount of oxygenation and amount of carbon dioxide that comes out. So talking about the dot points and the human being nowadays not understanding how to join, carbon is produced from carbohydrates or sugar and things. And when they expel of the body, obviously, they are helping with the metabolism. So concentrating on your breath will help your metabolic processes as well. Now breathe again. Deep, go to the belly button. Now this time above the belly button and concentrate on the what's called the Jatharagni, or your fire power of this body, which is reflective of the sun. So basically what does this prana or breath brings in is the power of the universe itself. So the air comes in. As you breathe out, your perception, your coordination, your proprioception, your balance of life is managed through the 5 liters of air that goes in, environment, atmosphere, the space that is out there, which is infinite. 99% of our body has space as well. 1% is electrons, protons, and neutrons, all viscous organs. And same with Agni Shakti, sun. Without that, we don't have our universe, and there are 100 billion stars like our sun, and 100 billion galaxies, humongous. Each of it supported by sun. Your body has a component similar to it, which keeps the heat on. It gives you roop, rang, roshni, this brightness of light and the power to live. Breathe again. To your lungs, to your belly button. Now move to the heart. That reflects the what's called pran, apan, saman, udan. Udan is the fluidity of this body, the water component. Like the earth has 75% ocean around, otherwise it can't sustain itself for living. Your body has 70%, 75% fluid as well. So ensure you have enough hydration. Yeah? And water is still the best form of hydration, about 8 glasses a day. Whenever you're thirsty, make sure you drink water, not juices. So it gives you the Shitalta, cohesion. It's an electromagnetic conduction, and electrical conduction happens through your bodily water system. There's ionosphere within the atmosphere. We are connected to it. If we know how to tap into it, you get abundance of energy in yourself. Breathe again. Now follow lungs, belly button, heart. Now bring up to your throat area. And right to the top of your head. Called Vyan. So roots, saroops, body structure, the physical body, the gross body or the ethereal body. Okay, the senses. We talked about grounding of the electrical part, the chemical, the biological, physiological, bones, 205 bones, muscle, tendons, the circulatory system. Hundreds of kilometers of the vessels in it, road-like structures, the nerve-like structures. They all need to be balanced. They need your attention. Like your mind, your brain, mind, you just need attention of people, otherwise you can't be happy. But if you learn to be on your own, you get the most amount of power. But I'm just giving an example of how you are dependent on surroundings. How about your body? It has got all this functional activity going on, and if we don't give any attention, how will the body function? The more you think of that responsibility of yours, the less you will become dependent on external factors. The whole Maya illusion, that ego part of what makes you externally dependent will go away if you understand this. The functional part of your body, because you will take responsibility of making sure your body is functioning well. Because those 50 trillion cells, they require attention. The more attention you put, the less you're dependent on outside, the more healthy you become. It's quite simple. It is moving yourself from external by living, which is very superficial and actually quite frustrating, and you get tricked every moment at every stage of your life to something which is much, much more dependable. It's your body. If you are concentrating on your body, then there is what's called the astral component, the sukshma component of your body. So brain, for example, is the physical structure, but your mind is not a physical structure. It's a what's called a astral or a sukshma component. Every organ of your body has similar nature. Every cell has that second component, but we don't know about the second component. That's why we don't give any attention. So yoga brings this knowledge of understanding that sukshma sharira. Then your focus becomes internal. The first thing is you'll become more healthy. So if your body is healthy, your mind will be healthy. Then you won't be so attached and addicted as the world is now, addicted to all these drugs and different forms of addictions are there. Either it's TV or shopping or cars or house or food or anything and everything. It's you are being pulled and pulled, like if you are skinning a animal or something, or like a bird, you're picking out each of their feathers. You are being picked like that daily. That's why you are so much in pain. That's why you are suffering so much. Because it literally gives you pain. Because you are being pulled apart. When I send the message this morning that you need to reanalyze, this is the new year. How do you live yourself? This is what I meant. To think about yourself, how you are living, because there is abundance of happiness. Pleasure is different. What you are seeking externally, happiness, blissfulness. With that, there is abundance of wealth, health, wisdom, and everything. But you need to find the real way of living the life. And yoga, as it's your word is yoga, causes fusion. So physical to your subtle body connection, and then later on to deep spiritual side, which is your choice if you want to go that deep. But this is basic. You have to find this to be living your life happily. So that Vyana component then leads to this 5 prana. Then there are 5 upranas called Na, Kurma, Karikal, Devdan, Dhananjay. They are associated with your peristalsis, your other deep breath processes, hiccups, birth process, eyelid twitching, movement. So there's subtle energies, 10 of them. Breathe again. Deep breath. Now bring your attention to what's the second component makes this body, which is food and water. Yeah? From a baby of 3 kg to now 80 kg, what you are is food and drinks. If you think that way, then you be very careful what you put in your body. If you don't, and then you are just passively just doing by watching everyone else and what the corporate world is pushing for their profit, then you become bulky and fat and old, but at what cost to your body? So the body has a specific requirement of what type of food you need to take. The food, so our rishis, those scientists, had a prescription, foods as herbs to treat your body, not the other way around, for entertainment and pleasure, because then, as we can see what's happening to the health of the world. So be very conscious. Know your body, as I keep saying, then you will do the right thing. You don't have to be following any doctrines or anything. No, it's about your body. The digestive function starts before you put your food in your mouth, yeah? So animals are pre-planned, and they will eat what they are supposed to eat, and their digestive systems are made that manner, and that is part and parcel of the creation in which not so nice things happen, because some animals eat other animals. It can be quite gross. But that is something else to talk some other time, why this happens. But you are a human. You're born into a very intelligent level of living, which gives you freedom and choice. And with that trillions of neurons, that brain that we have, we need to understand what is right for us. Take in consideration what you are doing to the environment, the whole climate. If your deforestation happens for many reasons, okay? One of the reasons is your 80 billion animals are killed a day to feed people. Much, much less spaces are required to grow grains, legumes, and other sources of protein, with less impact on the climate the pain that we create externally. So be careful what you bring in and what you put in your mouth. Some juices in the mouth have a particular role to transform food that we are eating. And especially green vegetables, say beetroot or red things, where the nitrite conversion happens to nitrites, which controls your blood pressure, your dilatation of blood vessels, other things starts in the mouth. So chewing is very important, right type of food that you put in your mouth. Your health of your body starts from your mouth. Thereafter, you don't have control anywhere. As I said, 5% is only control, 90% is involuntary. So esophagus or the tube that takes the food. Also, the food needs to be properly chewed and with the right type. Otherwise, you could injure the esophagus, the tube that takes down. You'll disrupt the balance of acid, 2 molar hydrochloric acid that is secreted in the stomach. And if the balance is out, there's tendency to grow wrong bacteria, like you get gastritis and all sorts of Helicobacter type of bacteria and other things happen. Then there are normal bacteria living in your large bowel, 38 trillion of them. And the primary purpose of food is actually then, these bacteria are directly, they're in symbiotic relationship with the food you take, because the absorption happens with the help of these bacteria. And the food for bacteria is basically cellulose, fiber, that comes from fruit, green vegetables, any type of vegetable, fermented beans and other things, yogurt, prebiotics, probiotics. So there's no dogma about this and that and to be scared of this or that. Oh yeah, there's ethical reasons why you should not kill. Ahimsa, Paramo Dharma. Don't injure, hurt by actions or your words and by all your thoughts even. But more importantly, at a physical level, the bacterial population is disrupted if you push in these type of foods. Processed food, heated food, refined foods, oily foods, adding too much of the extra things to foods that are not natural for your body requires you to do many more things to them. Too much heating, oiling, and all this stuff, it kills this bacteria. Okay, so you already less 38 trillion normal amount of, now we're living with about 15 trillion bacteria. Half is gone in most city living. They're directly associated with your absorption of your food, your immune system. 70% of your immune system is done through your gastrointestinal tract. 50% of these good hormones that are secreted, endorphin, serotonin, dopamine, all these are done through your gastrointestinal tract. If you take in soda, alcohol, acidic, all these refined fast food, your slimy layer of your intestine is damaged. And it induces the low-grade inflammation, which persists for a long, long time, and it is very detrimental to the body. And that's how heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, dementia, and other things are associated. Erosion, activation of the lining of the epithelium will cause immune disruption. So hyperimmune diseases that we get, inflammatory bowel disease, ulcerative colitis called Crohn's disease, cancers directly associated. Then this enteric neural system, connection of vagus nerve through your gut to the brain. That's why we're so dependent at a superficial level of every entertainment should be drinks or food. And if we did the right food and right drinks, it'll be fine. But like every other thing, you know how a person who is negative disrupts
everything wherever they are. And they are very difficult to control, while a positive person will be more quiet and relaxed. They are okay. They can't dominate because they are by nature positive, accommodating. In similar way, in your body system, negativity of yourself is very difficult to control. So all the social event and functions, why we get addicted to all those kind of wrong things, is because of that same principle. Yeah, negativity rules all the time. It's very difficult to control. So drinks, wrong foods are the way we associate all our social functions. Imagine what would have happened last night for celebration of New Year. Nothing wrong with it. We need to live life, but at what cost? Always be mindful you are a human being. No other species on the planet does this, eh? Animals, amphibians, plants, or nobody. The responsibility in whatever you do is paramount because your freedom of being a human otherwise makes you the worst of all the species. So yoga gives this knowledge. I'm sharing the knowledge. I'm not pushing anything to anyone. Don't take me wrong. Sharing of knowledge is very important. So you make your decision because that's why you are a human being. You have the freedom to make the decision. Now bring your attention to the sides of your tummy. There's a bean-shaped structure called kidney. Breathe in. Bring your attention. Watch. For every microsecond, it's ultra filtration of your blood. All the toxins are taken out. Are you aware? No. Are you aware of anything in your body seriously? Yes, so the ureter, the bladder, the urethra. Give your attention. They need your attention. They are crying for attention. Any pain, any ache, anything that goes wrong in the body is a call to your soul, to your self, as the owner of this body, to relook at what you are doing. That is what is happening. Breathe again. Bring your attention to the tips of the fingers. Panja, Kali, Koni, your wrist, your elbows come up the hands to the back of your neck. Go down your vertebral columns, rear ki haddi, yeah? Go down. Back of your thighs, back of your knee or calf, sole of your feet, in the front, ankles, the front of your leg, knee, thighs. It's your body. You need to watch. If you watch with your third eye, the deep eye, you are seeing the deep parts of your body. If you watch it with your open eye, you're going to see the superficial part. And that is what is happening right to you, for everyone around you, because you only watch things with your open eyes. And it has limitation in its capability anywhere to see things. A deer can see as far details as far as moon, but we can't see much at all. This is physical. Forget about deep watching. So that's why you need to close your eyes. Your pelvic area. Okay. On the left side, along the spine runs nerve system, subtle level called Ida. That's directly related to positioning of moon. So your hormone and organ hormone secretions, the fluid balance. On the right side, it's called Pingala, which is associated with the positioning of sun and earth, its orbit and its how it twists around different 6 seasons. As the earth goes around the sun, every day it takes 24 hours. Your whole brain is rotating while earth is orbiting. So there is a circadian rhythm. You can't have your own rules to live. You have no choice. Because the earth is moving around the sun around 22,000 kilometers per hour and it's twisting around 1600 kilometers per hour. How do you think you can make the rule of when you want to wake up, what time you want to sleep? Who are you? You don't have any control. The whole system is run. You are just a passenger. You have to follow the rules. If you don't, then your circadian rhythm is broken. Your pituitary gland, master gland of your body, loses the functional power of it. There's lots and lots of hormones secreted. The posterior pituitary is directly related to your fluid balance in your body, your blood vessel dilatation, vasopressin, antidiuretic hormones. Anteriorly, it secretes all other growth hormones in your body. Endocrine functions that happen, adrenal gland hormones, thyroid gland, your reproductive organ hormones, all are secreted. They are the master gland. And they are directly related to the movement of the earth. End organ action happens through the moon positioning as it goes through the cycles. So it's not random, okay? Everything has a procedural way it's done. So all this habit of actually not sleeping on time, not waking up on time is a pure recipe for disaster of this body. Can't blame anyone or anything in the world. You don't look after yourself. Health system is very limited in its capability to fix these things. Don't overtrust. You are part and part of the whole living cycle the earth itself is doing. You can't escape that. Nobody can. So the quicker you understand the principles of living, it is better for you. There's nothing, no dogmatic teaching, there's nobody pushing anything. But awareness is very important. So your thyroid, your pineal gland, you don't look after properly, don't get stimulated, it calcifies after a while. Your endorphins, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, all these good feeling hormones. 50% secreted in the tummy, secreted 50% in your pineal gland, your thyroid, your parathyroid. As I said, the bacterial population is not controlled well. Autoimmune diseases are flourishing in the body now. Body is confused. It doesn't understand what other foreign agents, the antigens are going through your intestines. It's trying to protect you, but doing so, it's hyper immune now. The thymus, as we grow older, it gets smaller and smaller. If you don't know how to stimulate, I showed you some of those tapping exercises. If you do it, it will help stimulate the immune system, the like ninja mutant system, army of this body, how it protects all the Y-shaped structures called antibodies, which are lining our epithelium everywhere in the body, under the skin as well. They quickly come and protect you. It's our duty to help these systems that are in the body. Or your adrenal glands get defunct, fight, fright, flight, effed up basically. You can't live in a survival mode 16 hours a day, you can't. And we are doing that. At this time, when every kind of facility and human beings are most highly sort of, there's comfort for everything in this world, for some reason they are most unhappy. They might live 80 years, 90 years with spare parts and all the things that we can do as doctors and scientists and hospital systems. But what is the state of living? Physical is one, mental, what is happening? This whole process of adrenal gland being hyperstimulated is causing illnesses everywhere. Yeah. So one is food, bacteria. Second is stress, which is adrenal gland hyperstimulation, immune system hyperstimulation. These are the causes of the illness of today now. We have managed as doctors infections quite well. Most of at least bacterial, fungal, and parasitic and other infections. Not so much for viral infections, as COVID has given a huge slap last 3 years. But that is what medicine has done very well. Other things we are trying to just manage or maintain, somehow control. We're not treating. We're not removing them. If anything, they are accumulating with many, many complications as you grow older with them. So learn to balance it, okay? You can't live with this hyper, adrenal gland function. You need to rest. Body needs repairing, regeneration. And if that happens, then creativity happens. Otherwise, you are only in survival mode. How can you create when you are only stressed? It's only going to be negative everything. So positivity, creativity occurs with rest, repair, which is through the vasovagal nerve system of our body, runs from the brain, your eyes, your face, your smile, your heart rate, your blood pressure, your immune system, your peristalsis, your pancreas, your gallbladder. All these functions happens through this subconscious parasympathetic vasovagal nerve stimulation. And yoga brings that out in the person. This is why I'm doing and sharing the knowledge. I just want people to understand so that they can incorporate in whatever level to help themselves. It's just that somehow Hindus thousands of years before knew. And it is not my knowledge, it's written in Vedas, in Rishi Patanjali's darshan, yoga darshan. It's not mine. And I think the whole world actually needs this knowledge to bring your attention to your two eyes. So your third eye, what's your eyes even? These are the photos that come external. But eyes are not what is seen, it's actually behind in the occipital lobe. There are neuronal functions that happen that interpret the images. But even that is not what is watching. There is a subtle component to it, which gives that energy, because the whole process of living is by energy. It transforms into it. Your ears, your nostrils, your taste buds, your hands, your legs, your reproductive functions, the way we speak. These are the antennas to the body, and they have direct impact on your mind. So your antennas needs to be right, to bring in the right positive attributes or the inputs so that your mind is at a stable level. Because if you bring in wrong things, wrong food, wrong company, wrong activities, your mind is not going to be relaxed. To bring your attention to the tailbone where we started in the beginning, Muladhara, fight, fright, flight response, fear factor, the way we have locked as a society ourselves from others, the fear factor, our body is being locked as well. Swadhisthana at the perineum level, your sensual perceptions, things, if they go out of control, drink, drugs, food, anything, you watch. You have to be careful. It will drain your energy because these are energy points. And if you're balancing and trying to use or allow it to flow to the level of your belly button, the solar plexus, then the expression happens in terms of your success in life, material success. That will enable you to become expressive of love, which is at the heart level. Because that's a prime language of the entire creation. Love is the way. Yourself is very important. Then it helps your family, your neighbors, the entire humanity, the plants, the animals. It develops. Then the creation itself. And then it keeps going up, metaphysical, then it becomes the pituitary gland above. Yeah, so this is the journey in subconscious activities that makes us live. Then there is another component, the subtle part, which is called a silver cord link. For you, if you understand this body and the functions and live by it, then you have potential to dip into it at a more metaphysical level and experience the universe itself. So what's called outer body experience. You watch yourself now, like your body is just a piece of log. Keep moving up at the International Space Station. You realize how Earth is spinning, orbiting other planets. Jupiter takes 12 years, and that's why Hindus have this what's called Kumbh Mela, Mahakumbh Mela, related every 12 years. Because as you understand, Jupiter gravity holds all the asteroids and things, otherwise Earth won't survive a second. There's so many missiles there, asteroids. Keep going up. It's your choice. Either not all of us, and I'm very grateful Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and others are doing these things of trying to create spacecraft so people can travel, but you can travel through your astral connection through this what's called silver cord. Your energy system can let you feel what's happening. Because you can't go close to the sun at all in a spacecraft, but by your mind or the astral component, you actually can go right up to the sun. And the rishis, the scientists who wrote the whole thing about the creation of the sun, the positioning, the moon, the distance, they wrote far, far earlier than Galileo and others. They didn't have a Voyager or some planetary thing to go. They might have had, I don't know. Viman system is written in the Vedas as well. But they describe planetary system, Akash Ganga, Milky Way. So a sun spins within the Milky Way. It's not static either. If you were thinking that the sun is static, no. This 500 million some kilometers per hour, then our Milky Way spins within the multiverse around 2 billion kilometers an hour. And it keeps going. So this expansion, then there's constriction of the universal structures as also described in the Vedas far, far before. How the cycle keeps happening, nothing ends. The Alpha Centauri, Andromeda, Sagittarius, Taurus, so Saraswati clusters, the parallel universes now, it's accepted by quantum, what's called quantum jumping. What we are in another form, in another planet. simultaneously. It's called parallel universal. The duality of your living. The other option is already happening at another place. So why you can actually obtain greatness is because you can tap into the other of self of you through the energy system, and that brings you abundance. Understand, there's a parallel universe of you, which is lived to the right, say, for example, by intuition, by energy based living rather than physical. And if you tap into it, then there is quicker process, very fast, magic, abundance happens. Time dilation, the wormhole. The travel is very different from orbiting type of travel. Event horizon. So where time and space, there is no distinction. These particles of mass that we have, this is just waves. Mass, this is just energy. The whole creation of its quasar lights that brings the black holes and things. Gravity, how it changes. And beyond that, about like 50 million light years, the cosmic horizon. We know about 10% is light matter, about what, at most 30% up to dark matter, but we don't know what dark matter is. Or we only know the physical real matter, which is less than probably most at 10% of entire creation. And that is because of the help of the Galileo and now the James Webb telescopes. But the in Vedas it describes the Sadhya Sukta of Rig Veda talks about this entire creation. There's no end. What is there? Who knows? Thereafter. Come Brahman. That energy and being able to tap requires us to move from local consciousness to non-local. That quantum field, quantum energy, unified field, whatever physical, physics gives the names to it. But that's what it is. There's a huge potential for this body, so tap into it. And why shouldn't we? There at least one lifetime we know. And why waste it into just futile little bit this and that? Try and find the ultimate potential that this body can have. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out. The Yoga Nidra is travel of your through your body to feel your subconscious, the physiology, the functional part, and thereafter tapping into your subconscious and then the astral body and beyond that. So that is very refreshing. So sleep is a passive form of meditation, while Yoga Nidra, or sitting being aware, is an active form of sleep. Makes sense? So you reduce very rapidly because when you're consciously doing anything, you know that much. The whole formula changes. That's why meditation is very helpful. And it is all part and parcel of yoga. It's called Ashtanga Yoga. There's 8 steps to it. So there's asanas, there's pranayam, all are part of it. Starts from yam niyam actually. Okay, so let's do some breathing exercise, which gets more targeted actually for your internal connection to inner body. Now that you understand what all means and why we do it, okay? So breathing exercise first is Bhastika Pranayam. So breathing through your nostrils. We say conscious breathing, abdominal breathing. Use your diaphragm, use your abdominal muscle. So Bhastika, going through your nose,
pushing your tummy out, belly button out. Breathe out, push your belly button in. Okay, so you can concentrate. Okay. You can't just sit and do it. You can move your hands. It doesn't matter as long as the process of involving your abdominal muscles happens. Hey, Bhastika Pranayam. You realize, the involvement of your muscles is so much. Even specific, physical exercises don't give you this much of exercise to your tummy. But the breathing exercises does it. Now, we'll do, so we've done what called Bhastika Pranayam. Now breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe out, hold the breath at the end of exhalation. And in that position, push your belly button in and out while you are holding your breath, okay? So obviously it requires serious concentration, your power to hold breath, and at the same time moving your belly button. Oh, Agnisar, yeah? Now we'll do what's called the breathing through your throat areas, okay? So we talked about immune system and other things. It's very helpful for that. So obvious, quite self-explanatory, yeah? What happens here, now here, on this. So breathe in through your throat with this concentration there. So it comes with a noise like that, yeah? Because you're breathing. Now chin on your chest, so you increase further pressure. You breathe in as much as you can. When you breathe in, hold it, close your right nostril, breathe out through your left, okay? So Ujjayi Pranayam, Ujjayi. Okay, now we'll do what's called Kapalbhati. Yeah, Kapalbhati is exhalation exercise. So we are breathing out, concentrating in breathing out. And when you breathe out, a vacuum is created. You inhale automatically. So, but don't concentrate on that. So it's like this. So keeping your back as much straight as possible. Push your belly button in. As you're pushing in, you are increasing the pressure for air to come out of your lungs. It's called exhalation of Kapalbhati. And while you're doing it, concentrate on your thing. You can incorporate all these asanas and all these pranayams have mantras in them, but that comes later. First, you need how to do these steps. Once you are good in the steps and you can do it freely, and you incorporate in mantras. Mantras are positive vibrations that you then utilize for further, deeper connection to your body. But at the moment, it's quite basic, yeah. So no rush, no, you do it at your own pace, whatever pace you can do. Keep doing it for a while. Says how long you can go. But once you're in a rhythm, it's probably unstoppable. You can do it for a long time. As few practices, but you don't have that much time. Do it for a while, but it's very, very helpful. Kapal, into your frontal, the opening of your body to accommodate and reciprocate the communication with what is the universe, the ribs, the intellect. You know how the pyramids were made, like in, say, Egypt, as well known, South America, India, other places. They have a direct relationship to this energy transmission. And specifically, where the King's Chamber used to be, it's about 1/3 of the height of the pyramid. And it's centered around what's called about 50 degrees and 51 minutes. The positioning of it has a lot of meaning in terms of connection for the energy, the shape of it, yeah, the shape. Like Shiv, how the drum it is, Damru, see how it's outside round and comes in and then goes out the other way. So the whole thing on the top is like that. So there's a pyramid base is on the top and it points downward. And while in your body, the base, Muladhara, and then it points upward. The energy system works that way. And it works through thought processes, which becomes electrical frequencies. And what you receive is called magnetic energy. So electromagnetic frequencies. So the reception part is magnetism. So that's what manifestation is. So to tap into that field, you really need to know your body. That's why I sharing, the knowledge of body. So understand your body, learn about your body, and then you can slowly go into these concepts. Okay, but at least do some of these practices, then it starts you to come into, because your body requires strength, body requires balance, body requires stillness. You need to have your own solitude, your silence, and the biggest power is being in a state of unknowingness. The entire creativity happens from there. So there is a huge potential of what a human body can do. And yoga, if shared and taught properly, this is what it gives. Hindu religion is not a dogma, it's a way of living. It's called dharma. We use name religion in other things because we are trying to match everyone else who has created a single book based kind of way of scary tactic, heaven and hell, and all these things. So we pushing ourselves and making even our thing be comparable in that manner. But it's not that, it is this. This is the truth of Hindu religion. This step is what you live, what's your life, the righteous principles, dharma, and energy-based living of Yathapinde, Tatha Brahmande, Tatha Brahmande, Yathapinde. This is what it is. So choice is yours. As the Creator made us anyway, they gave the freedom. So who is anyone to push in you to do anything more? No one. But knowledge sharing is important. That's all I'm doing. Kapalbhati. Okay, as I said, if you get into the rhythm of it, it's very pacifying. So try it yourself and see if you feel you can do it. It'll be very helpful for you. Now we'll do Vahi Kumbha. So breathe in deeply, breathe out everything. Vahi, so Aventriti, Vahi Briti. So Aventra is deep breath in, Vahi Briti is all out, Vahi Kumbha is holding the breath. As you hold, Mulban, Jalandanman, Udanpan. Okay, so you closing all the orifices, entire concentration, okay, as you hold the breath. Recite Om mantra or whatever you believe in energy, you can utilize that. Om Bhuvan Bhuva, Om Saham Maha, Om Janam Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Jnanam, Om Anantam, Om Brahma, you can utilize that. Okay, so breathe in, Avantarviti, Vahi Vahi Kumbha. Breathe in. Out. Vahi Kumbha. Now let's do Anulom Vilom, alternate breathing into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left. Now do the same rhythmic exercise, but now completely silent. It's called Nadi Shodhan, Nadis cleansing. So breathe into the left, hold it, out to the right, hold, into the right, hold, out to the left, hold, into the left, hold, out to the right, into the right. Out to the left. Into the left. Out to the right. Into the right. Out to the left. Into the left. To the right. Into the right. Out to the left. Right. So this is probably, the solitude is meditation, silence is spirituality. If you reach this level of silence in yourself, then you can tap deep beyond your physical part of the body. Just meditate. As I say, in the morning, reprogramming makes you or takes you to that another level of potential that every human being can do. We are programmed. Programming happens from third trimester of pregnancy to 28 years of our life. A lot of things we have achieved were passive manifestations through the exposure and experiences of life that we had. And that's why within 30s, the frustration of life starts happening. Because that automated level of whatever achievement we got, and if we had the right exposure, it produced right results in terms of being successful. And if the exposure at a passive level was not right, you end up in the wrong end. And that is quite obvious all around us. But why even the successful people after around 30s become frustrated and start struggling? Is because that automated learning capability is dependent on our brain waves. And they change as we grow older. From delta to theta to alpha to beta. And we live in beta stage in adult form. And it's very resistant to allowing any kind of change. That's why every new year, everyone makes resolutions. But within 6 weeks of it, it all falls apart. Because the programming that was done in the first 20 years of life, as you can understand, is very strongly embedded within each of us. To reprogram on top requires serious discipline, training, and exercises, and it is feasible. The good thing is that once you get into it, and then obviously it's this subconscious part, you have to tap into it and replace that negative cycles of what you are stuck in. And it's very sad, and I can see everywhere. People wake up in the day, find one reason or another reason to frustrate their life. Today will be something, if that is gone and replaced, and that is not an excuse, tomorrow will be another reason. Because your helplessness, it's actually helplessness of the person in totally bound to that negative cycle of blame game, looking for someone else to blame for everything. Without even their control now, you become so ingrained into it. Just for small, momentarily, some happiness, or it's not happiness, or pleasure, or some kick that gives a person, they keep repeating it. And the mind is such that the thoughts, about 60, 70,000 thoughts in a day, they keep playing with you. So it's no wonder that to reprogram is not an easy job. But the yogic practice, basically, the deep essence of it is, this is what it teaches. All other things are path to reach at this stage where then you can reprogram yourself. And if we are programmed properly, and that's why Gurukul system used to be there in times of proper Hinduism, all children were from 7 to 14 years were under guidance of proper exposure of life experience and knowledge. But it's not there. So we now have to do it ourselves when we are in adult. It's not all lost. If you want to, then yoga gives you this option of then reprogramming yourself and then allowing your subconscious to store the information that you want. Apart from that, what it was all good has happened in your life, well and good, but that probably helped you materially so far, but life is more than that. For the abundance of in every sphere of life. Okay, so that's what happens over practice of it. So stillness is very important, because then only you can tell. We'll do meditation now. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodaya. संकल्प। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, हम अपने बिंदु के निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आए, आपकी कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराई, और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर बनी सदा बनी रहे। प्रतिहारा, रिमाइंड में सर, मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ, मैं 5 महाभूत आकाश वायु जल पृथ्वी, 5 तन्मात्राएं रूप रंग स्पर्श गंध शब्द, 10 इंद्रियाएं चित्त मन अहंकार बुद्धि, कुछ नहीं बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप। The body keeps changing, mind keeps changing, emotions keeps changing, thoughts keep changing, but I never change. I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life flow. I'm part and part of the entire creation. So just a reminder of the deepest aspect of who you are. Interoception, dissociation. Bring it, feel that state, and then you can go through what's called concentration, then comes meditation and blissfulness. And that zone where you can tap into and then replace the past programs into what you desire, according to the sattvic qualities. का पहला अर्थ है स्वर व्यापक, सर्वशक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, सच्चिदानंद स्वरूप, निराकार, अजन्मानंद, अमर, निर्विकार, नित्य पवित्र, सृष्टिकर्ता, ऐसी की स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करने योग है। धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष की प्राप्ति, ब्रह्मचर्य, गृहस्थी, वानप्रस्थ संन्यास की जो यात्रा है, नवद्रिग आकाश वायु निजल पृथ्वी, हर काल हर समय हर जगह हर मोड़ हर स्थिति में उपस्थित, 24 गुण 33 कोटियां 5 क्रिया, आप अनंत काल से अपने उपकारों अपने आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते, प्राणिमात्र की संपूर्ण कामनाओं को आपके प्रतिक्षण पूर्ण करते, हमारे निजियों को शुद्ध साहित्य उसे अब बिना मांगे स्वयं हमारी झोली में डालते जाते हो। आपके आंचल में विचल शांति आनंद का वास है, आपके चरण शरण की शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति है, शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धि तथा विरक्षित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में सच्ची श्रद्धा विश्वास और स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करें। काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या द्वेष आदि कुछ भावनाओं को दूर कर, create a organizer, protector, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent. From eternity, they keep showering the blessings. All desires of human beings are always fulfilled by whatever is good and beneficial for us. You have provided us without asking. Provide our wisdom, happiness, peace, and contentment, love and affection, dispel of illness, weakness, and there is no one who always remember to sit, pray, and submit ourselves in the arms of the benevolent and compassionate. May we have complete faith and devotion. May we be like the lotus flower, living this material world, but be detached and express the complete power of living. Remove our narrow-mindedness, selfishness, lust, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, evil, negativities of our life. का दूसरा अर्थ सर्वरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक, पृथ्वी लोक, बृहस्पति देवलोक, स्थूल शरीर, सूक्ष्म शरीर, कारण शरीर, that grows, ethereal body, and the subtle, the astral body, and then the causal body. जाके रखो साइया, मान सके न कोई बाल न बाका कर सके, जो जग पे ही हो संकल्प करे। The sheath, the avenger, the whole, the protector, that there's no randomness or accidents, there's all coincidence in life. There's serendipity, synchronicity, symphony of life. There's hemostasis inside and outside, harmony in everything, magnetism. When we acquire those virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearlessness, humbleness, the all good qualities be our possessions, for our body be healthy and strong, mind pure and enlightened, soul divine and support through our blessings and Accompany all our senses be enlightened, my heart of compassion and sympathy. Vote evil and thoughtful action, may our vision have love for entire creation, may we have complete education and wisdom, may our personality be virtuous and great, though exist amongst the poorest of the poor. May our life be devoted and dedicated. सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति, क्षमा, सरलता, स्थिरता, निर्भीकता, अहंकार, शुद्धता, सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति में। हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट, मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत हो, आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो, हमारे हृदय में दयाता, सहानुभूति, वाणी में मिठास, दृष्टि में प्यार हो, हमें बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करे, हमारे व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो, दीना तीनों के बंद में चलने वाले ईश्वर आपके चंदान बिंदियों में हमारे जीवन सत्य सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ करे ईश्वर। का तीसरा, शुद्धमसि बुद्धमसि मुक्तमसि निरंजनमसि, आप शुद्ध हो, पवित्र हो, ऑल पीम ऑफ परफेक्ट कंप्लीट, हमें शुद्ध करो, हमें पवित्र करो, तत्त्वमसि, हम ब्रह्म जैसे सच्चिदानंद, संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति रितम, संकल्प साधना पुरुषार्थ अभ्यास विवेक और वैराग की प्राप्ति, डिस्टिंक्टिव पावर, डिटैचमेंट, and the discipline may endeavor to have that purity, perfection, that truthfulness. हमारे जो शरीर है उससे जो इनर्शिया नेगेटिविटीज दूर हो, जो सर्वाइवल लेवल पर जीना, उससे हम क्रिएटिविटी स्टेट में आए, हमारी इंद्रियों हमारे बस में हो, निष्काम काम करें, आत्मा की क्या तो क्लेश है जन्मों जन्म का, उससे हम अलग हो, अविद्या आश्रित राग द्वेष अभिनिवेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ, बंद की भावना सब सीमा, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मदा माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या द्वेष त्यागी कुटिल भावना को दूर करो, हमारी बातचीत का जो श्लेष्मा है सब इनसे हम अलग हो, दूर हो गया, हमारी बराबरी हो इसमें श्लेष, बातचीत का बराबरी, जागृत स्वप्न शिशिप्ति तुरिया तुरियतर भार चेतना की स्थिति सब अनुभव करें, शब्द वाणी संकल्प ध्यान ज्ञान अंजल अग्नि आकाश स्मृति आशा आत्मा परमात्मा, लोकेशना तेषना वितेषना, मैत्री भाव करुणा मुदिता उपेक्षा की प्राप्ति, अन्मय कोश मन में अपराध में विज्ञान में आनंद में कोश, यम नियम की प्राप्ति, अहिंसा सत्य आस्ति ब्रह्मचर्य पिता, सब संतोष तपस्या ईश्वर प्रेरणा, चित्र दो मोह दो विचित्र दो एकाग्रा की प्राप्ति, चित्र योग चित्र वृत्ति निरोधा, यही योग सिखाता है, योग चित्र वृत्ति निरोधा, सर्विकल से सर्विचार, सर्वी से नरवे, संप्रजा स्थिति से संप्रजा, सर्गुण से निर्गुण, सान सुष्मिता कैवल्य, धारणा ध्यान समाधि, धर्म लक्षण अवस्था, संयम की प्राप्ति, सिद्धि की प्राप्ति, नीमा महिमा गरिमा नरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति, प्रकम्य स्तवा विस्तवा, भू प्राण स्वरूप परमात्मा, प्राण के प्राण देने आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वी लोग वनस्पति देवलोग क्या किया तो साया मार सके पाल लबा का कर सके जो सच्चिदानंद all pure perfect and complete. Mantra Chikitsa, the vibratory components of the mantras. Om साक्षाक्षुद्दीहितं पुरुषाच प्रत्युष्यते पश्येमि शरदशतं जीवेमि शरदशतं शृणुयामि शरदशतां प्रभामि शरदशताम् अदीनश्याम शरदशतं शरदशताम् यज्जागतो दूरमं दैवितं दूरमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरितं तन्मे मनसि संकल्पमस्तु ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनान् कर्मुष्मामि तातु तेजोमयि बलमसि बलमहि ओजोमसि ओजोमयि वीरमसि वीरमहि ॐ सहोमसि सहोमहि ॐ तनुपाग्निसि तनुमे पाहि वृक्षोदाग्निसि वर्चो मे देहि ॐ तनोमा तन्ममा भवतु मा ॐ ॐ तमेव च तविततमे बन्धुष्का तमेव विद्या द्रविणं तमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्गवतारिपराश यद्भद्रं तन्नाश्वा ॐ हिरण्यगर्भा समवर्तिता देवभूतस्य जाता प्रतिरेखे आशी सदा धारिचितविन्द्यां प्रेम युष्मै देवाय दिशात्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्वोपास्य पृष्ठं यस्य देव यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युं कस्मै देवाय दिशाभिधीमहि ॐ प्राणतुनिमिषतो महित्वैकन्विजाजगतो भावो या ईश्यस्य द्विपचस्पतुष्पदा कस्मै देवाय दिशाभिधीमहि ॐ देवुर्ग्रापितविचदिरा येन स्वासवितं येन नाथा यो अन्तरिक्षे राजस्यो विमाना कस्मै देवाय दिशाभिधीमहि ॐ प्रजापतिरतुदीतानन्दे विश्वा जातानि परिता बाहु यत्कामास्ते जहुमस्तनस्तु वयं क्षामपतरोरहिना ॐ सन्नो बन्धुर्जनिता सविदाता धामानि वेद्भुयेनानि विश्व यत्र देवामृतमानुषान्ना शशिगृहे धामन्नदैर्यन्त ॐ अग्नेन सुपिताराय स्मान् विश्वानि वे होयुनानि विद्वान् यदस्मज्जौरान्मेनो विशान्ते नमाप्तिं निधेम नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ओम शन्नो मित्ता शन्वरुण शन्नो भर्गो हरिमा शन्नो दुर्बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमा नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तवाय तं पृच्छं ब्रह्मादि तमे पृच्छं ब्रह्मादि स्वामी रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्ममौतु तद्भाकरामौतु मामौतु भाकरा ॐ शन्नदेवी रविष्टया आपो भवन्तु पीते शन्नो रवि शरन्तु न ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाशा स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदा स्वस्ति नष्टाचर्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु न ॐ सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ देना तक्तेना भुजिन्ता ॐ यथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डेता पिण्डे ॐ पूर्णिविवाहि कर्माणि विजय विषेतां समा यो त्वेति नानि तिथि अस्ति न कर्म लिपते न ॐ अस्तु मा सत्गमय तमसु मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतं गमय ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षगुं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधय शान्ति वनस्पति शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्ति सर्वगुण शान्ति शान्तिरेव शान्ति क्षमा शान्ति ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ Shantiji, all the best for 2023. Yeah, do something. Every year, try and get another level of yourself. There's so much to learn, and it's so short this lifetime. Make use of your life. And the best thing is that all is actually inside. You don't have to run outside. The more you're able to know yourself, become aware of yourself, and that's actually the essence of Hindu teaching. Yoga teaches that depth. Your life will be much easier, for one thing, for sure. All the rest, see you next week, yeah? Happy New Year.